Just as kids head back to school, the Minnesota Department of Health reports a spike in COVID cases that health experts attribute to the highly contagious Delta variant. More than 3,800 new cases were reported Tuesday, which include cases from over the weekend. The pandemic continues to impact private schools in our area. For the first time in decades, Catholic schools saw an increase in enrollment. Officials are still adding up the numbers, but last school year, more than 1,000 new students were added. And school experts say they expect the trend to continue. Reporter Sonia Goins shows us what's behind the surge.
It's the first day of classes here at Good Shepherd Catholic School in Golden Valley, and there are more students coming through the door this year. School officials think it may have something to do with their COVID-19 policies.
And that is Tuesday.
Students got back to business on the first day of class.
Oh, I'm so glad to be back. We were fortunate to be open last year in person.
Principal Stevie Evans says enrollment numbers were up last year because they had in-person learning. They were also able to retain those numbers and also gained a few more students.
Last year we gained over 50 new students. This year we have about 3 to 10 new students, but we also have 2 preschool sections.
Here at Good Shepherd, it is recommended that students have masks on for most of the day, but they're not required.
The parents get to choose for their child their preferences for gym class, and then outside is optional.
If I see.
It's strongly recommended in the classroom, and then in transition places, it's required.
Social distancing is also not required.
What's the difference when they lick each other on the playground versus lick each other in the classroom? Isn't that still close contact? So we're trying to just really be real. When a case presents itself, we'll navigate.
All right.
While COVID-19 policies may play a role in the increased enrollment, some parents say small class sizes and faith-based learning is why they chose a Catholic school.
We fell in love with this community of parents, and we kind of just wanted like a faith-based curriculum.
In Golden Valley, Sonia Goins, CCX News.
Other private schools are also seeing an increase in student enrollment. Maranatha Christian Academy in Brooklyn Park started the year with 30 additional students, with the possibility of still adding another 20. A home in Osseo is playing a key role in training future police dogs. The home on 4th Street is owned by the city. Several law enforcement agencies in Minnesota and Wisconsin are using it this week to train police canines. On Monday, the animals learned how to search buildings and detect narcotics.
It's important that we use different locations constantly to change the picture for the animal, to make sure that they actually know what we're training them. So we have an old house that the city of Osseo was gracious enough to let us train in.
For the canines and many of their handlers, it was their first time going through training, which lasts about 12 weeks. After that, a long-term police partnership begins. They will be on duty together and live together. Each officer also commits to being the dog's caretaker after the animal retires from the force. After a close election and recount, the new mayor of Brooklyn Park was sworn in on Monday night. Lisa Jacobson will fill the remainder of former Mayor Jeff Lundy's term, which goes through 2022. Jacobson's move to mayor leaves a vacancy on the city council for representing the East District. The city council hasn't approved a timeline for filling that seat just yet. Jacobson is the spouse of longtime CCX Media Sports Director John Jacobson. The State Fair has a little something for everyone, but make no mistake, the fair is all about the food. In this week's edition of Takeout Tuesday, Delane Cleveland found a few local options to check out at the Great Minnesota Get-Together.
The State Fair brings together food and drink vendors from across Minnesota. Today we're showing you a few from the Northwest Metro.
I have been waiting for this day for so long.
On any given day, tens of thousands pack the fairgrounds, each with a mission to find their favorite food.
Can I get 2 egg rolls and 4 iced coffee?
And for the past 5 years,
This is our giant egg roll on a stick.
Quaviette has slowly worked its way into the hearts of hungry Minnesotans.
People will come back 3 or 4 times during the fair, same day, so we know that people love the egg rolls.
Quaviette, which has location in Brooklyn Center, sells Vietnamese iced coffee.
This is exclusive to the fair.
Garlic cream cheese wontons.
Best egg rolls of the state fair.
And of course, the giant egg rolls.
Look at the size of these things.
All told, they expect to sell upwards of 50,000 egg rolls during the 12-day run.
You'll never have an egg roll like the Quaviet egg roll, and once you have it, it will be hard to not come back.
Moving on to the first floor of the grandstand.
There we go.
And you'll find one of the fair's rare healthy food options at Gentleman Forager.
We like to take things that are out in the wild that people might normally overlook, unless they have a passion for something like mushroom hunting or wild plants or berries, and kind of bring it all together.
Mike Kampanik is an alum of Park Center High School, and at his stand, you can find items like prepackaged mushrooms, trail mix, and nut butter. And Mike has made sure not to sacrifice taste in the name of health.
I'm not really into healthy food that doesn't taste good, but you know what's healthy? I'm much more interested in figuring out how do we make healthy food taste really delicious.
The fair has roughly 300 food vendors.
Oh my God!
But according to Sarah Frakes of Minneapolis,
there is nothing like a fresh apple pie with cinnamon ice cream. I'm literally about to lose my mind.
There is one undisputed champion.
Apple vanilla?
The mini apple pie.
Thank you so much. I literally have a bite and my soul lights on fire.
The deep fried apple pie was concocted by a family that owned a diner in Rogers. The stand is now celebrating 10 years at the fair.
Once you have that first bite, you can taste the quality and the love that goes into it.
It's the sort of love where, for at least one day, calories don't really count.
Pure heaven, pure heaven.
At the fair, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
And we'll have more details on these local vendors on our website, ccxmedia.org. We'll be right back.